That's Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for watching. A few minutes late. Had to go get my 50 push-ups. Hopefully you got yours in. Anyway, let's start off tonight talking about this young lady here that was killed, an officer. She there's 4 in custody right now. She was off duty in Chicago arena. Preston. She was 24 years old. You probably hadn't heard about it. Actually, I had to search for this. This is something that I didn't hear from any freaking news outlets, pretty much, but I'm seeing a ton of Jordan Neely protesting, and the guy that was threatening and throwing trash on people on the train and the Marine subdued him. But this young lady here, you don't see the protests. You don't see Black Lives Matter. Where are they at? I guess because her Black life doesn't matter because it doesn't help the Democratic politics, right? So you don't hear about it. I hate it. I hate to hear that. Prayers go to her family and stuff like that. But again, it doesn't fit their narrative, so they're not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm just highlighting the hypocrisy of the Democrats, media, stuff like that. It's terrible. So another tragedy. Talk about Texas for a moment. And Joe Biden, he takes every opportunity he can to take a jab at the Second Amendment. He has called on Congress to pass a gun control bill because of the mass shooting in Texas that left 8 people dead and 7 wounded. He had a statement. He said, I quote, "Once again, I ask Congress to send me a bill banning assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, enacting universal background checks requiring safe storage, ending immunity for gun manufacturers. I will sign it immediately. We need nothing less to keep our streets safe. Too many families have empty chairs at their dinner tables. Republican members of Congress cannot continue to meet this epidemic with a shrug. Tweeted thoughts and prayers are not enough." So again, Ice Cream Eater here does not take any chance, let any moment rest where he can't take a jab at the Second Amendment. The other thing is, I want to highlight this. He keeps saying that end immunity for gun manufacturers. However, you don't have the same thing with cars, right? So if you get in a car, you don't see the car manufacturer, every other thing in the world. But the reason why also gun manufacturers, I think a lot of people don't realize, is because that will bankrupt a lot of gun manufacturers, hence stopping the production. It's all a ploy. I'm not dumb. So let's take a minute and just talk about this Texas mall shooter. This thing has got me just my spidey senses are going off. Every time there's one of these guys, there's always so many freaking odd things about it. And I just want to highlight a few of these that with this guy. So Texas mall gunman expressed interest in neo-Nazi views. Okay. Now, look at his name right here. Mauricio Garcia. He's supposedly a right-wing extremist neo-Nazi and had the right-wing death squad patch on his vest. So you can see down here, identified the alleged shooter to Mauricio Garcia. Federal agents have been reviewing social media accounts they believe is his. They believe is his, guys. They don't even know. And they're saying that he expressed interest in white supremacy and neo-Nazi views, but couldn't discuss details. So they don't know if it was a social media, and they're saying that he's a white supremacist. This is literally a picture of the guy here. He's of Mexican descent. I'm just boggled. And then they're showing photos like the one here on his hand here, this tattoo. Fresh tattoos. These tattoos he has are very fresh. He has the Waffen SS symbol on his, I think, right arm, and then a fresh swastika on his chest. So very odd. He has these 3 fresh neo-Nazi tattoos, right? And they're saying, here we go. Garcia also had a patch on his chest when he was killed by police at Red RWDS, right-wing death squad, which is popular among right-wing extremists and white supremacy. They reported he used an AR-15 assault weapon that was found near his body, as well as another weapon. And apparently he was a security guard. So he has been working as a security guard for 4 years since April 2016. Again, to me, man, this story is very suspicious. It stinks to high heavens. It makes zero sense to me. I'm totally lost on the narrative. Like, I don't understand why this guy has fresh tattoos and they're saying he's a a white supremacist. I'm lost. It's another one of these things where the shooter doesn't make any sense, right? Kind of going back to that Jordan Neely too, the protest. You notice how there was none for the Christian kids that was killed at the school. Wasn't no protest, but Jordan, Anyhow, let's get to the big news story of the night, man. This is pretty wild. Oh, before I get there, let me tell you about this. I found this article. It's from 2013, September 2013. World top climate activists told to cover up the fact that the Earth's temperature hasn't risen for the last 15 years. this was published in September 2013. You didn't hear about that though. You didn't hear about that, right? It's always about who writes the story, who paints the narrative. So the big one tonight, guys. This is mind blowing. This is not my article. Hold on. This is underreported post. Let me pull it up. It's not there. Jeez, hold on. I got to pull it up. So basically, there's a not reported story anywhere in the U.S. on this gentleman named Gal Luft. And he is apparently he's vanished. And I'm looking now. So this is not the article. What? I don't understand how my article disappeared. That's very, very odd. But we'll pull up another one because this also happened. I'll be honest with you guys. Something very weird before I pull this up. Before I talk about this, let me tell you about this. So I started looking this up because this came out last night. And my phone literally just shut off, like sort of circling and shut off. Then it would not let me even use it whenever I typed in this guy's name, Gal Luft. You probably hadn't heard of him. Okay. So this is not reported. He's an Israeli professor linked to Hunter Biden, and he has went missing under mysterious circumstances. Okay, so and you're going to find out why in a second. He has gone missing from Cyprus, and he's a retired IDF colonel and co-director of Washington-based Institute of the Analysis of Global Security. He was set to reveal explosive information about the Biden family. Luft was an advisor to CEFC China Energy. You might be familiar with this. We've talked about it before. A big business conglomerate with close ties to the Chinese Communist Party. According to reports, CEFC paid Hunter Biden approximately $5 million in 2017 to secure energy deals in the U.S. This was the one that the big man went and met, right? This is the meeting that the big man had to go attend, right? Luft's lawyer had told Biden's Department of Justice that his client would submit a letter to Congress containing information he had previously gave the FBI during the Trump administration regarding the Biden family. This gentleman had already turned over evidence to the Department of Justice during the Trump administration, right? So now what he had learned from the one of the attorneys is that someone was selling sealed U.S. law enforcement information to Chinese individuals. That's another piece of key information. Not only were they getting paid, but someone was selling sealed U.S. law enforcement information to Chinese individuals. So Hunter was getting essentially $100,000 a month, his claim says. So Luft claims to relate to allegations that he attempted to inform the Department of Justice about business deals that Hunter and Joe Biden made with the Chinese government for 4 years, right? He'd been telling these things and showed evidence to the Department of Justice, and nothing happened. Hunter Biden allegedly received $100,000 a month from CEFC. The other thing is the big bombshell is that the attorney for the firm told Luft, this gentleman, Gal Luft, that Hunter Biden had an informant inside the FBI. So Hunter knew about all of these things. So you see here this headline. I'm going to show you another one. He was arrested or was wanted for extradition to the U.S. for weapons trafficking. Okay. That came after the fact. He, years later, where they hushed this information about Hunter Biden, because this is obviously the election is coming. They cannot not let this information, the laptop was damning enough. They can't let this get out. So now you see this day here, February 19th. Israeli professor arrested on suspicion of arms trafficking to China in Libya. Gal Luft rejected the accusations leveled against him and claimed he was arrested in relation to Hunter Biden's criminal investigation. Makes complete sense. Why did you not hear about this until after, right? The other big thing about this is that the article that I'm referencing that I can't even get anymore. Let me see if I have it real quick. The one I can't even freaking find is that you can't find it anywhere other than foreign news. But the ones about him weapons trafficking is everywhere, right? I want to find this one because this is the one that talks about him going missing. That is literally nowhere. Yeah, here we go. I got it. Boom. Sorry, guys. Again, I think something fishy is freaking going on because I can't, for some reason, anything involving this guy, like I cannot get my freaking devices to work. Here we go. Watch my computer like explode or go down now. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Let me get it up now. Here we go. So nowhere in U.S. media is this anywhere. Israeli professor linked to Hunter Biden goes missing under mysterious circumstances. So anyway, he got arrested. He posted bail and then he suddenly disappeared. His car was found abandoned on the island a day after his disappearance was reported. There have been no further information about his whereabouts. So they're trying to pin weapons sales on him to China. And since that didn't work, he got out. Now he's vanished, right? Hunter Biden, $5 million in 2017 to secure energy deals to the U.S. And remember, the big man had meetings for that. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's not some made up stuff. That's not a fairy tale. We know that happened. And apparently they're trying to investigate Hunter right now about this. I don't know how far that's going to go. This guy disappeared. When the House said they're going to do investigation on this, the man with the evidence disappears. Right? Weird. Remember how I told you last night that the author of the story can write who the villain is. They can make whoever the villain is they want, and that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing with this. I mean, to me, this is so damning to the Biden family. Like this guy's, you probably will never hear from or see this again. It's not in the media. I implore you to go look yourself. All you'll see is weapons trafficking because that's what they do. They smear you, right? That's the whole character. Oh, Tucker, look at Tucker Carlson. Try to smear him. Didn't work. Next thing is he's going to get arrested or indicted or he's going to be killed, one or the other. I mean, this is how the pattern goes. You notice how Kanye West has shut up and disappeared. He knew what was coming next. He didn't want to get offed. Andrew Tate's been quiet. He just got out of Romanian jail, right? That's the thing. Like this is the path you're going to go. I'm just waiting for Alex Jones to go next. Trump just got a gag order placed on him. So now what that means is that Joe Biden can say whatever he wants to, make any kind of accusations on Trump, and Trump cannot defend himself in any social media or anything like that. He's got a gag order. if you can't see the absolute hypocrisy, the tyranny, all of this stuff happening before our eyes, right? And Gal Luft, keep your eye on this thing. Keep your eye on this guy. You're gonna have to look at foreign news. Use DuckDuckGo and go look at foreign news and keep an eye on this. I'm sure I'll keep an eye on it too. We'll keep coming back to it. They're probably going to find his body washed on shore. They said he went for a walk, kind of like all the crypto billionaires that just went for walks on the beach and they wound up drowning. You know, so just write the name down, Gal Luft. Yeah, Brujo. If you're not here next week, you know. I mean, I'm serious. I do think about things like that. It's potentially serious. So anyhow, let's talk about Bud Light again. I know. Bud Light, they're doing damage control. Yeah. So they're giving away a case of free Bud Light to all their distributors. That's going to make them feel bad. They're losing money for the Bud Light they've got sitting on the shelf, shitting on the shelf. Yeah, sitting on the shelves. So they're willing to make amends. What else I love about this is now they've came out and said, no, it was a marketing company, outside marketing agency that did this. You literally heard the freaking girl say that she's a businesswoman and this was her plan, right? She wanted to get away from the fratty stuff, like literally. And then the CEO comes back and says, I'm just trying to, appeal to everyone. I believe in freedom. So which is it? Which is it, guys? Right? Daniel Haas, how many people ballpark are we talking about when we say they? Well, that's a good question, Daniel. And the thing is they, in my opinion, I've talked about this in depth with Mark over there from Centerline Systems. He may be watching. I just told him I'd call him here in a minute, but we've talked in depth about this. And I'm going to segue just from, we'll get back to Bud Light. I got some pretty disturbing stuff about this. So the they thing. First off, it goes beyond America, I'm sure, because it's too many things. I showed the other week about Tucker, the Bilderberg, Tucker and Don Lemon. Let's include him too, because he got fired 5 minutes after Tucker. Vice went under. Blaze, not Blaze. What is the other one? Whatever the other one is, went under. Anyway, all these different things. So you got Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, Rothschilds, these people, George Soros, all these people, right? Do I think some of them are working together? Yes. But the other thing is, I think a lot of them probably aren't working together. They're all working for the same goal, though, totalitarian control. So that's the thing. A lot of these people may not even know each other or have talked or discussed, but they're working for the same scheme. So there's many schemes going on, in my opinion, at the same time. You look at what's going on in America and you see a lot of complicit people here. Do you think they got orders from George Soros? No, but they're just complicit towards the same end goal. They want the same end game. And we're going to tie this into Bud Light just now. So Bud Light right here gives away free Budweiser. Okay. Now you would think no company selling alcohol in a million years would touch this stuff, right? You would think they wouldn't touch it because of what happened to Bud Light. But then Smirnoff partnered with a trans activist who disrupted the legislature. We're going to show that video. So, but Smirnoff, days later, pushed this. Let me show you this video here. This is it. So Smirnoff pushed his campaign days later after Bud Light tanked. So this campaign is going to have drag appearances from various people. It's like a contest, something like that, right? So they spent money to market this right after Bud Light just got kicked in the NADSAC. So what does that tell you? The same thing, like Tucker Carlson, they killed off their golden egg, right? The thing that was bringing them views, bringing them money. So if Smirnoff does not care that Bud Light just got smammered, and they're doing the same thing, that killed off Bud Light, that means their goal isn't money. Fox News's goal isn't money. CNN News goal is not money. All these different people's goal is not money. And I told you a while back, like, I don't even care if a man's motivation is money. That's natural survival, right? It's modern day survival. Let me collect as many freaking acorns. If we were squirrels, collect as many freaking acorns as I can, right? You're wealthy. Less problems for the most part. Sometimes you get more, right? You can buy more things you need. So if you're motivated by money, like when I hear guys say, well, that guy's only doing it for money. Who cares? He's trying to survive. People that worry me are people that do things for power. That's not money. Control. These are the things that are fearful, because what is the benefit of that? There's only sinister benefits for that, right? There's no good. There's no good for control. It's only sinister, right? Evil, dastardly things. So Bud Light says there's planning to spend more money on a new ad campaign. Well, that's not going to work. But I mean, I just don't even know who could drink Bud Light ever again. But again, Smirnoff a few days later jumped on this bandwagon. They also said that, like I just showed you, Smirnoff partnered with the trans activist who disrupted the legislature. He was part of an insurrection. I'm reading from the website. They're using the wrong pronouns. It said dude. He was part of the insurrection. So this is him here. Now I have to cut the video because he winds up showing his knapsack. And so Smirnoff partnered with this guy. Excuse me. This was him getting arrested at a courthouse. So Smirnoff tried to say, no, we didn't work for him. Oh, really? That's from his Instagram account. Paid partnership with Smirnoff. So you didn't work with him? Which is it? Oh, look, the dog mask are back. What's with the dog mask? I guess I'm a boomer. Anyway, the same thing. These people, the agenda, they do not care about money, which is terrifying. That should terrify you when someone does not care about money. A business's purpose is to make money. So when they don't care about making money, then what is the sinister, evil, dastardly things they want to do? They're part of agenda, a bigger goal, a bigger scheme, right? And one of the greatest things is the psychological things, and what I see every day is that the superior. I'm more superior because my morality. Oh yeah, I believe everybody this, blah 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 blah. The social justice, these agendas, people will jump into that in a heartbeat. They'll jump into that. Let's promote it. They're not getting paid. These people aren't getting paid. Just I'm talking about regular people on the street or regular people on Facebook. They're not getting paid. Well, some are. At some of the protests, they do get paid. But in general, being morally superior to them makes them feel great. I see patriots do that all the time. Oh, I'm more patriotic than Jimbo over here. No, you're not. No, if you have to say that, you're not. Clowns. I see clowns making videos about that. I'm the most patriotic guy on the United States soil. No, you're not. You wouldn't have to make videos telling people you were. Anyway, but I think what we're seeing is definitely fast forward. Their foot is on the pedal, right? I mean the whole damn thing. Like we're never going back, right? We're never going back. Their foot is on the gas. We're moving to that totalitarian government, that new world order, whatever it is. Whatever's coming down the pipe is coming. There's too many things. There's too many pieces out there, right? If you can't recognize that, just go back to drinking Starbucks and watching Netflix. I don't know what to tell you. Everything's going to be okay, buddy. You'll be good. So anyway, we do have something huge coming up. Many have asked about this, right? And It's a solution to a lot of your fears. It's going to be limited, but this is going to be very serious, a very serious thing, exactly for what we're talking about here, the protection from all this. So, the way the world is headed is something that some of you may want to consider. And I'm gonna drop some teasers here and there, and we'll discuss in detail in a few weeks. But it's serious. We talk about community, a real community. Well, that's what we're moving towards, right? And the thing is that, in my opinion, it should have been yesterday. We started this last year. They're on fast forward. Like it's to the point now where, I mean, to me, you don't know how much time you have. Like you've got to be moving. You've got to be making moves, figuring things out because it's it's too late as it is. If you don't have a plan, then you know trying to create a plan after your house is on fire is too late, right? Some good point, man. Anyone notice Biden on his last trip wearing a long jacket to try to hide his height? Biden is dead. Yeah, I've been thinking Biden is dead, to be honest with you. I really have. I don't know who this guy's talking to. YouTube is your god. Who are you talking to? I know you're not talking to me, buddy. Yeah, we may not have, Julie, we may not have a few weeks. You're right. Just seeing some of your comments. Mel Gibson for president. Yeah. Why is Mel Gibson for president? There's something I don't know. Is that not a joke? Is this not a joke? Is this serious? I don't know. But did I show this? Oh yeah, I already showed that. So anyway, I do want to offer something. I always like to offer things for late night. This is what I always do. I'll wait to the end of the video, offer some kind of deal. So people that just look at me on Instagram or whatever, they're following me on Facebook, they don't get the deals. If you don't watch late night lives, you got to watch all the videos. You got to watch them all. It's funny because I have people hit me up, like they'll be like, "Hey man, did you hear about this?" I say, "Yeah, dude, we did a video on it last week. Catch up." "Oh, we did a video on 3 weeks ago. Catch up, dude. You're just now hearing about it. You'd have heard about it if you watched my videos." You know, the thing is that it's funny because I'll see, whenever I research some very, like this guy Luft, I hadn't heard about, but it'll be funny because you'll hear some bigger guys talk about it tomorrow. Like that, like I've heard some of the writers for some of these other people watch my stuff, but one actually hit me up from, they works for another company, a big guy. So it's you know how it works. That's what they do. But I do. What is one Mel Gibson? Why is everybody saying Mel Gibson? Please tell me. I want to know. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to show you two things. One, I'll show you how to use this by indexing, and then if you buy this thing, you get a free belay kit. Okay, free belay kit with your purchase. This is $40 value, right? So while supplies last. So if you get one of these, neck knives, this is made by a Marine veteran, American made, good dude. But anyway, it can be worn as a neck knife. But what I like to do is you can wrap a piece of paracord around your belt loop, stuff it in your pocket. You can use a technique called indexing. Indexing is basically orienting something without looking at it. It's a military term. Anyway, not important. But you have this in your pocket. So bad guys acting up, somebody sketchy's coming up to you, have this in your pocket. And then it's in your pocket. So then you can just put your finger in. I always like rings on things. That's why I like Krombits, because it helps me index, right? And harder to drop. So this is connected to, imagine this is connected to my belt loop. I reach in, I know where this is, and now I can pull this out. And so now I got the blade, right? So they won't even know I got my hand on my knife. So it's better than a folder because you got to flick out a folder. And so boom, this thing's like a razor blade. What I like about it, it's a small blade, so carry about everywhere, right? And every state, I think. You press here, so you won't even see that. Like nobody will even see that, and you just slash them, get them good, tear them up, right? So anyway, American made by our good friends over there at McNeese Knives, Marine Corps veteran, fellow Marine. I always like supporting my veteran brothers. So if you get one of these, the remainder we have, and you get a belay kit, Black Scout belay kit here. Carabiner, locking carabiner. Yeah, locking carabiner and figure 8 device. Okay. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the Gal Luft thing. And also, Tim Moore, tribe member here, says, join the tribe. You'll get a lot more information there than the lives as well. So it's true. Join the tribe. It's a community. We have a Discord. We talk all the time. People are on there sharing information. Actually, a lot of these guys give me information too. But it's a great way to have a community, right? And that's what we're talking about, community networking, right? It's so hard to get with people. And I always talk about this. Community is your greatest asset. We have groups in every state. A lot of them hang out. I think there just was a meetup somewhere. I can't remember where. They just had a meetup at one of the state groups. If one of the tribe members in here, let me know what state group it was. But they have meetups in state groups, stuff like that. So you can train together. They train, you can go hang out, hook up with people, connect with people. A lot of people have become best friends there. And, I'm in and out of there, and I got some good people in there. So a lot of good people in there that share a lot of information, a lot of very knowledgeable people from all walks of life. Join the tribe, and also it helps support the channel, right? Because, we get demonetized about everything we do now. So help that out. And Gentile Killer is asking, shut YouTube down, then what? Well, that's why you got to have a network. Join the tribe, get a network. You don't get a Discord link unless you're part of the tribe. Tattooed Cupcake. Once you join the tribe, it's $2.99 a month. That's one of your cups of coffee or whatever. You can join whatever level you want. We have different levels, various different levels, but $2.99 gets you in the door. But if you feel gracious and you want to support the channel a little more, and you also get one of the badge icons on the side of your name as well. I think somebody said it was Florida group that met up this weekend. Maybe. I know South Carolina tried to meet up too. So anyway, all right, guys, let me know your thoughts on Gal Luft, all these other things. Who, in your opinion, are they? I'm not the only conspiracy theorist here. I'm sure you guys are too. So let me know who they are. Who is taking part of this world domination? Anyway, NASA did fake the moon landing. Hope you know that. If you didn't know that, you know that now. And anyway, guys, remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Take care.